Hello friends, today we're going to talk about applications of inequalities. So up on top here, you'll notice all the phrases and the inequality symbol that goes with those phrases. This first part here, we're just going to translate these phrases into an inequality. So 27 less than X. That means X take away 27. So 27 less than X, X take away 27 is at least 48. So I'll go up top here and see where at least is, and that means greater than or equal to 48. 19 less than P, so P take away 19 is no less than 47. So I want to go is no less than is also greater than or equal to 47. 4 more than A means A plus 4 is at most 15. So go up here, I see at most is less than or equal to, so less than or equal to 15. 3 more than H means H plus 3 is no less than 25. No less than, we already saw, means greater than or equal to. 6 more than K, K plus 6 exceeds 25. Exceeds is up here and is greater than. 10 less than W, W take away 10 is at least 39. At least, we saw, is greater than or equal to 39. So that's just translating a phrase into an inequality. These next one are going to be actual problems we're going to solve. Many real-life situations require us to solve inequalities. The method we will use to solve applications with linear inequalities is very much like the one we use when solving applications with equations. We'll read the problem, make sure all the words are understood. We'll then identify what we're looking for and assign a variable to represent that. Restate the problem in one sentence and make it easy to translate into an inequality, and then solve the inequality. This part here is important. Sometimes an application requires a solution to be a whole number, but the algebraic solution to the inequality is not a whole number. In that case, we must round the algebraic solution to a whole number. The context of the application will determine whether we round up or down. So for most of these, we will not have a decimal as an answer. We need a whole number. We'll deal with that when we get to it. Dawn won a mini grant of $4,000 to buy tablet computers for her classrooms. The tablet she would like to buy costs $254.12 each, including tax and delivery. What is the maximum number of tablets Dawn can buy? So first, let's call T the number of tablets. And she only has $4,000, so she can spend at most $4,000. So if we looked back on the front, we would know that at most is less than or equal to. So it's $254.12 per tablet, has to be less than or equal to 4,000. And then solving this, dividing both sides by 254.12. We would get that T has to be less than or equal to 15.74. Well, she can't buy 0.74 of a tablet, and it has to be less than that. So the biggest whole number that is less than that would be 15. So she can buy at most 15 tablets. Angie has $20 to spend on juice boxes for her son's preschool picnic. Each pack of juice boxes costs $2.63. What is the maximum number of packets she can buy? So again here, she can spend at most $20. We'll have J be our juice boxes. And it says each pack is $2.63. So 263J has to be less than or equal to 20. And if we divide by 263, we would get that the number of juice boxes has to be less than or equal to 7.6. Again, we can't buy 0.6 of a juice box, so she can buy 7 boxes of juice. Felicity has a calligraphy business. She charges $250 per wedding invitation. Her monthly expenses are $650. How many invitations must she write to earn a profit of at least, so at least 2,800. So at least is bigger than or equal to 2,800. We'll have W be our wedding invitations. So she charges $2.50 per wedding invitation. But we have to take away the fact that she already spends $650 on expenses, and she wants to make at least $2,800. So solving this, we'll add $650. And then we have 250W greater than or equal to 3,450. And then divided by 250. We would get that W is greater than or equal to 1,380. So she has to make at least 1,380 invites. Malik is planning a 6-day summer vacation trip. He has $840 in savings, and he earns $45 per hour for tutoring. The trip will cost him $525 for airfare, $780 for food and sightseeing, and $95 per night at the hotel. How many hours must he tutor to have enough money to pay for the trip? All right, so he needs to have at least enough money to pay for the trip. So it's going to be greater than or equal to. If we look at his spending, his money earned has to be greater than or equal to what he is going to spend. So the money that he's earning, he already has $840 plus $45 per hour. I should say that H is the hours that he's going to be tutoring. So the money that he's earning, he has $840 plus $45 per hour. That has to be bigger than or equal to what he's going to spend. And they say he's going to spend $520 for airfare, $780 for food, and $95 per night for 6 nights. So simplifying this, 840 plus 45H greater than or equal to 1,875. If I added all these together, I would get 1,875. So take 840, take 840, 45H greater than or equal to 1035. and then dividing by 45. Age is greater than or equal to 23. So at least 23 hours.